up, Sports Talk Detroit? Stafford versus Goff, Week 13. Goff and the Lions get a victory. Stafford and the Rams get a victory. We're here with our resident expert in all things quarterbacks. I just want to get into it.
Yeah.
Give me your thoughts. I don't even want to play the compare game yet. I just want you to tell me, what did you think about Jared Goff's game this week against the Minnesota Vikings?
Yeah, so Goff, if you've been following along, we've been comparing Goff and Stafford. Obviously, those guys were traded in the offseason, so we're just trying to...
We still love Stafford.
Yeah, we still want to watch him. We still want to, put our 2 cents in on Stafford. But for Goff, it's crazy how the season goes. You start off like, hey, this guy can do it. And then he does okay. Then he's really bad. Then he's good. Then it's like, man, what the heck is this guy? But I think we've got him figured out. If he has time and his receivers can get open, he has a running game, he can throw it. And I know that's a lot to ask, and that's what every quarterback wants. But he can throw it. He can throw it deep. He's accurate. But it's a lot of that stuff that if there's no clean pocket or if he has to escape at all, it's trouble. So we get that, and those are big plays. But in this game against the Vikings, he had long, deep throws that connected, intermediate throws. We were running the ball. He didn't have any of those really bad mistakes that he's had, fumbling around the line of scrimmage, and just different things that are really bad. I mean, he did have one fumble, but it was on 4th down, didn't matter.
And a pick.
Yeah, and a pick. But it was just no real, egregious stuff. And so I just was like, thank you. Thank you for just kind of managing the game, because everyone says, oh, he's a game manager, but really to be a good game manager, that's the type of performance you have to do. And he did that, where it's like, thank you. All 3 levels. We're throwing down the field. It just looked more like an NFL offense this week.
Yeah, he takes what the defense gives him. Campbell said that early on in the season. We just want Jared to take what the defense gives him. The problem is, over and over, we don't have much to take.
No.
So and we know that we have a rough receiving core here, and that has improved slightly. We finally have a semi-outside threat. So this game against the Vikings, we drew up an offense where the intermediate route is what the defense was giving us, and Jared Goff threw the ball well.
Yep.
I didn't see any of those crazy ducks that he's usually throwing. Like when he had a clean pocket, and he said, I know it's a lot to ask for, but here's the other thing. There are a lot of quarterbacks around the league even when they have a clean pocket, they're sporadic.
That's true.
They're inaccurate. When Goff has a clean pocket, he is accurate. And I know it's a lot to ask, but at the same time, that is the job, that is the function of the O-line. Give him a clean pocket. So, and maybe leave a running back to Chip or a tight end or something like that.
Yeah, and I just think overall we just felt like we needed to see this from him to just, is he the guy of the future? Well, it doesn't matter. Right now it's just let's get a victory. You're not this bad. You can't be. You can't
be this bad.
Finally, and I like what you said. There's a lot of quarterbacks. Give him a nice clean pocket. I mean, things are happening fast. They're just a little bit behind. Whatever. He put the
We
ball
got one on the
there.
Lions. We got Boyle.
Oh God.
It doesn't matter how clean the pocket is. He's all over the place.
He looks like a guy
He's got
that
a cannon, though.
Dresses up for Halloween to be a quarterback. He looks like he's got the look.
I've never thought of that. That's
he's got the hand warm. He just looks like this is a QB. He's out there. Everything about him is just like money, and then he just guns it into the ground.
Where'd that go?
Yeah. So anyway.
All right, let's keep going. Stafford had another victory. Well, actually, for the first time in 4 weeks.
Yeah.
I think they lost 3 straight in LA. So, Stafford, I'm not sure how much of the game you got to watch. It doesn't really matter. What did you think of Stafford's performance? I have a couple thoughts, too.
Yeah, so Stafford, we have seen Stafford go through these stretches, right? He went through the stretch where it's not good. He's throwing pick sixes left and right.
Yep.
And for a Lions fan, you're just like, man, there's something about how he cannot get past good teams or teams that he has to beat, big moments. And so
stole my talking point.
Yeah. So over the last couple weeks, big games, got to have them. These are playoff type games. You're going to see these guys in the playoffs. Seeding matters. And just couldn't get it done. So they go up against a bad team, they win. But the thing about Stafford that you just got to watch is as we get into December now, man, I'm just so curious. Can he get it done with a team that have to get it done? And we haven't seen him do it yet.
Yeah, well, they have to get it done because they don't have a first-round pick till 2030.
Yeah.
Right, so they have to get it done now. They're paying people. Their team is getting older. They have a ton of the best players at their position. That's just what they do.
But like you said, veteran, expensive. now.
It's
and
now.
We have to do it.
It has to be now. And here's the other thing that's happening with Stafford that we're used to seeing every single year. He's getting banged up. We knew he was struggling with a sore back going into this one. He took a shot to the chest, and he took a helmet straight to the chest, and he was on the ground for a while. He came back, threw a couple more touchdowns. Everything's fine, but you never know with Stafford. Like, how hurt is this guy, and how will it affect his performance in the next week? Because we've seen him come out while hurt and just light people up.
Yeah.
And we've also seen him come out while hurt and struggle. I would imagine there was some struggles that were going on with him, and that's part of the reason for the 3-game losing streak.
Yep.
But it's good to see him doing well, but it's also good to see the Rams not doing so good because I don't know if you remember, we still own their draft pick. So I don't want to, for the next 2 years. So I don't want to see them, like, I want to see them do well. I'd rather pick 23 than 32.
Yeah.
That's all.
Exactly. And we're rooting for Stafford, but I also am like, that's kind of cool. Like,
I mean, yeah, it's kind of cool, but he's not a Lion anymore.
Yeah.
Like, I understand people are like, I love Stafford. I always love Stafford. Me too. I like Stafford too. He's not a Lion. We're here for the Lions.
Yes,
Just want to make that clear.
That's right.
I am here for the Lions.
That's right.
I want to make that clear.
But what a big difference. I don't know if it's that big of a difference, but it would be cool. You're picking 23 versus 32. And just, again, it's not, because we have him for the next 2 years. So I just think we're keeping an eye on Stafford. We're rooting for him. But, I'm just like, I want to see him win when it matters. Because
he still hasn't done that this year.
No. In his Lions career, when we had Kelvin, we had Golden Tate, we had Reggie Bush and Dominican Sue, we had the chance against Rodgers, and albeit against Rodgers, right, for the division. Couldn't get it done. Against, a big game against the
Vikings, the Bears. It doesn't matter. When it was on the line, there wasn't a victory. We're talking Cowboys in the playoffs. And he wasn't even bad in that game.
No.
He just didn't get over the hump. All right. I want to pause for a second. Right now, you have to answer yes or no. I'll answer yes or no too. Is Jared Goff the Detroit Lions quarterback midway through next season?
Ooh, yes.
Yes. Okay. I say yes too. What about after next season?
No.
All right, we agree.
Yeah,
that's nuts. We didn't even plan this. And really after next year is when the contract is palatable to get out from under. You want to know what drives me nuts though, everybody? And this is completely off topic it's not off topic. It's not off topic. What drives me nuts is the Lions are going to have the number 1 overall pick. Hey, I would love Hutchinson. Don't get me wrong. But man, I wish Bryce Young from Alabama was graduating this year because he would be the number 1 pick. It's not even close, but instead it's, hey, maybe we'll use like our 30th pick on a quarterback. Right. And it's
what are the odds?
Man, the one time we get the first pick, nothing. I guess we got spoiled in Detroit because we got Cade Cunningham for the first pick, and I think he'll end up being all right. So,
what's that?
We got Cade for the first pick. I said we're spoiled in Detroit. Because we got Cade for the first pick. I know I'm switching sports. I'm going to the Pistons.
You know who I was thinking? You know what I was thinking?
What? I don't.
McNamara? I'm like, whoa, no, we're not going to take him.
Hey, there's another question. Who starts next year for the Michigan Wolverines? Cade McNamara or J.J. McCarthy? You'll have to wait because we're going to do a video previewing that, I'm sure, later. All right, that's all we got for you on this one. Thanks for watching. If you like our stuff, make sure to hit subscribe. Or below that subscribe button, feel free to leave a comment with any questions you have.